What's up, you guys? My name is Justin. Welcome to my channel, 502 Fragrance Reviews. As you can tell by the title of today's video, I have an exciting fragrance review, and it's of an indie fragrance that definitely it's grown on me lately. This comes from the house of Rogue Perfumery, and this is Rogue Perfumery's Mousse Illuminee. This fragrance right here. This fragrance is so good, very unique in today's modern time, because this to me is a throwback style scent to the older masculine days of perfumery, but with a modern twist. So before I get to this video, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button below because I have a lot of great content planned for you guys. So without further ado, let's hop real quick into the general information of this fragrance, Rogue Perfumery's Mousse Illuminee. Rogue Perfumery's Mousse Illuminee was released in the year 2018, and this is an indie brand. So it's an independently owned brand, and the perfumer behind this fragrance is Manuel Cross. This is an eau de toilette concentration. The price for this fragrance right here, for a 30 ml size bottle, is $85, or for the 60 ml bottle, the size that I got right now, I'm showing you guys, it costs $125. And where you can buy this fragrance set, you can either buy it from Rogue Perfumery's website itself, or you can buy it from Lucky Scent, or you can buy it from American Perfumer, which is where I got my bottle from. You cannot find this fragrance right here at discounters. You can only buy this at retail price, so keep that in mind. When it comes to the notes of this fragrance right here, you got notes of oak moss, frankincense, green cypress, artemisia, laurels, cedarwood, white florals, and white musk. Now I got the general information out the way for you guys. Let me hop into the scent for you. Let me let you guys know what's my experience in the wearing time of this fragrance right here, Rogue Perfumery Mousse Illuminee. When it comes to the scent, and I got my notes right here to help me explain it to you better, I wrote this out. This fragrance opens up very green, and it stays green throughout the life of this fragrance. I know when I say green, I'm talking about like you're in a forest, like you're in a damp forest type of smell. That is a very simplistic way to describe this scent, but I want to dive into it further for you. In the opening, there's an underlying sweetness that I think comes from the white florals that's in here, and that sweetness that's in here, I think it adds a really nice, at least to me, it adds a sexiness to it. When I first smelled this in the American Perfumer store and I was smelling this, I was like, what is this sweetness I'm smelling? I thought initially it was coming from some type of vanilla, but there's no vanilla in here at all. But there's definitely a sweetness in here in addition to that green masculine smell. I'm thinking it's from the white florals, maybe it's from the laurels, I'm not sure at all. But if you do own this, let me know in the comments below what is your experience, but that's what I'm getting. It opens up green and sweet. I do pick up on the green cypress underneath the oak moss, and it provides even more of a green quality, but more importantly, it adds an aromatic, woody undertone to the oak moss. This fragrance has a dampness to it, which is fairly surprising since artemisia or wormwood normally provides a dry quality to this fragrance. To me, there's nothing dry about this fragrance, and I want to mention that because, like I just said, artemisia, aka wormwood, typically in perfumery, based off of what I've read, it provides a dry quality to a fragrance. But this, to me, it doesn't come across dry at all. It comes across like a damp, foresty smell, not a dry, foresty smell. There's a dampness to this smell. So that was surprising to me. After about 30 minutes, I pick up on some incense, but to me, the incense is not a big player in this fragrance. This fragrance right here never, to me, goes in a balsamic territory. It stays more in the green territory, like I said, throughout the life of this fragrance, because oak moss is a big player. This is all about oak moss. If you like oak moss, you will probably like this fragrance. If you're not a big fan of oak moss, there's a good chance that you won't like this fragrance. But I say that, but I still would encourage you to try it out yourself. Don't take my word for it. The way the musk is blended with the other notes, it adds even more of a masculine vibe to this fragrance. This fragrance right here is marketed toward, it might be marketed for unisex, and as we know, all fragrances are unisex, but to me personally, this fragrance right here leans way more on the masculine scale. I wouldn't prefer this type of smell on a woman, but a woman can rock this if she wants to, okay? After about 40 minutes in, there's a soapy freshness that comes out on my skin that I believe is coming from the laurels, but the fragrance is still very green. And after that point, after the 40-minute mark on my skin, it does stay linear throughout, but it's a very addicting smell. When it comes to the seasons for this fragrance, I think this fragrance right here is at its best in the spring, and it's not even close. This to me is a spring fragrance at its core, but I think you could also wear this in the fall. I would not wear this in the summer at all. I think it'll be too much for the summer heat. I think you can wear this in the winter if you want to. Because this right here, which I'm gonna get to in a second, this fragrance right here packs a punch, man. But I think spring and fall is at its best, especially spring. When it comes to occasions, I would not wear this on a date night at all, and I would not wear this on a night out or a clubbing scenario at all. I think this would be horrible for those. However, casually, or for a work environment, or dressed up formally, I think this has got some appeal. I do think it'll be good. Is there other fragrances that I pick above this? Yes, but I still think this could work in those situations. This is a more artistic style fragrance. Odds are, if you are wearing this fragrance, you are wearing it for yourself. You're not wearing this to appeal to those around you. This is not your typical blue fragrance. Don't expect that when you spray this on, you're gonna be getting compliments left and right, because that's not gonna happen with this fragrance. When I spray this on personally, I know this is for me because I'm in the mood to wear it. However, I know this fragrance right here won't be off-putting to those around me. It's one thing if you wear a fragrance that's off-putting. Like say for example, there's some people out there that say, oh, I only wear fragrances for me. Well, if that fragrance right there is off-putting to those around you, you come off like a douchebag. I'm just letting you know that right now. That's the probably thing of you. This fragrance right here won't ever be off-putting to those around you, but it's not gonna be mass appealing at the same time. Longevity, this is long lasting. This lasted 8-9 hours on my skin. Very solid performance, especially considering it's the oldest twilight concentration. This lasted a very long time on my skin, and the sillage and the projection, it was heavy for the first 2 hours on my skin, and then after those 2 hours it became moderate, but it's a nice projecting fragrance in the first 2 hours. And compliments, I've already hinted at it. The compliments, don't expect it to be a compliment beast. This is more so you're wearing it for yourself. It won't be off-putting those around you, but it's not gonna be mass appealing at all. And my final thoughts on this fragrance right here, Rogue Perfumery Mousse Illuminee, I think this is an excellent artistic style fragrance. And what's funny is, in today's modern time, this fragrance right here is considered artistic because technically this type of scent profile is dated. However, Manuel Cross did an excellent job of making this fragrance, this DNA, modern again. Because if this fragrance right here was released back in the days of masculine, the super hardcore oak mossy days of perfumery, this fragrance right here would be considered mainstream back then. But because now times have changed, this fragrance right here is now considered artistic. But I think it's an excellent fragrance. I think that the younger guys won't like this fragrance at all. Unless they're just in the fragrances like I am, they're not gonna like this. I think this fragrance right here is gonna have much more appeal to older guys, in my honest opinion. Now, in my time of wearing this, I did get compliments, but they did come from older women. Take that for what you will. I'm not saying that young women won't like this, but you're better off wearing Dior Sauvage or Invictus if you're a younger guy for getting comments from younger women over this. I'm just saying, that's how it is. But yes, that's a lot of my thoughts on this fragrance right here, Rogue Perfumery Mousse Illuminee. Excellent fragrance that I think is really nice for the springtime. Let me know in the comment section below, have you tried this fragrance, or do you plan on trying this fragrance? I got this fragrance right here. I got my bottle from American Perfumer, like I said. I'm gonna leave a link to the description below where you can check it out. American Perfumer is an excellent site. I'm not sponsored, but just to let you know, to get more into your indie or artistic style fragrances, that's a great site to look at. And that's all I got for you guys today, man. Hope you have a nice day, nice evening. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. Till next time.